Okay, everybody. Hello, my name is Kelly Frederick. I'm an Emerald Leader with It Works Global, and I'm so excited about this new system that I've been learning and also about all these people that are on the call tonight. And this call is a webinar, and it's being broadcast live right now, and if you miss it, it's also being recorded, so that's going to be really fun. And I welcome everyone from on the team that is on, as well as anyone who is not on the team and just wants to listen in or get ideas in any way. So as always, everyone is welcome. So if you guys know people that want in, send me a message real quick and I'll add them in. And everyone, I've said this before, but there are a couple new people. There's a group chat that's linked with this. If you have questions, go ahead and put that in the comments or in the group chat, and I'll glance over and see if there's any questions that I can answer for you. Or you can send me a Facebook message or a text message. I have both up for you. So, okay, so I wanted to tell you guys a little bit quickly about my story because I'm not really sure who, if any of you really know my story. I mean, some of you may have heard, so this will be a repeat for you, but I've been in It Works coming up on 2 years. It'll be 2 years in February, and I have loved being a part of It Works. And how I first came into it is one of my neighbors wanted to do a wrap party, and so I went and paid $25, and I didn't really see a change with my wrap, and I was like, whatever, this is gonna work, I got this, you know. So I looked up It Works Utah because I'm from Utah, and I liked the page and started just following that page and tagging her. It wasn't even my neighbor's page at all. It was somebody else. It happened to be Rachel Newkirk, who's a Presidential Diamond, and so I ended up applying to be one of her promotional stories. They were offering free product for 2 months, Rachel and her husband, Evan, and I applied to be their promotional story, and I got it, which was like the coolest thing I've ever gotten in my life, I think. And so I got to use, I'm getting a message real quick. I got to use the products and experience them in my own body for 2 months. And after 2 weeks of using the products, I signed on as a distributor because I was like, holy cow, I can see what this is doing to me. Imagine what it's going to do for other people. And so that's how I came to be in It Works. And there's my basic story. Nothing else had worked for me. I have hypothyroidism, which is awful and basically just controls your body and just so many other things, and I could not figure out anything to help me. And I had crazy depression. I was taking so much Zoloft depression medicine, and I hated it, and I wanted to find something else, and I found it. And this is what has been my rock for my health in the last 1.5 to 2 years, and I'm so excited that I'm a distributor, and I've met some amazing people. Most of these people that are on our team or that I've met I didn't even know before, so that's been really fun. Sorry, getting some messages. This is our first webinar, so everyone's got to hang in there for me. So there is my brief backstory for that, and now as I've grown and learned and made mistakes and had successes in this company and in life, I realized that this is where I'm supposed to be, even at times if I don't realize it. So what have I gotten from the business is personal testimony that I am a strong person, and I know that you guys feel that same way too, as I've talked to you guys. And I've been thinking a lot the last 6 or so months, ever since the Wrap Dream Team split, if you guys remember that, about where it is that I would like to go as a distributor and where it is that I want our team to go as a distributor, and just getting input from everyone. And I had a hard time with that because I faced a lot of ridicule for, not following the norm, I guess. And I just knew in my heart that there was something bigger and better out there for us. And I found it. You guys, I found it, and I'm so excited to teach you. And one thing is, I've often wondered what makes people more successful than other people. Have you guys ever thought that? I'm sure you have. For example, we as distributors are given the same things. We're all distributors. We all start from ground zero. You know, we all paid $99 to start, but what is it about people that make them more successful than other people, given the same tools? And there's a really, really great analogy that I want to share with you. Horse racing. They're all horses running around this track like this. They're pretty much neck and neck. They're all the same. They're all horses. You know, they all have riders. They're all on the same track. But there is one thing or one horse that wins. And that horse usually isn't someone that's lapping everyone else. It's usually by a few steps. It's usually by just a nose. And that is such as life. As It Works distributors, that is us. You know, we're all on the same racetrack, but what is it going to take for us to have those extra steps to cross the finish line and win the prize? And it is those things that I've been pondering and trying to apply as I learn about them in my life. And I'm calling this our team system. This is something that I want us all to try to commit to if it speaks to you, and I hope that it does. So think about what qualities are in a person that is successful. We don't need to like make a list together or anything right now. Just think about those things in your head. And I want to present to you the idea that it all comes down to 4 different categories, I guess you could say categories, in life. And they are this. They all start with a B to make it easy to remember for you. So if you are successful, you fit into one or more of all of these categories, usually the majority of these categories. The first one is body, which is our physical bodies, our health, our nutrition. Sorry, one second. And someone who is successful, I guarantee you they're pretty confident with themselves. They're confident in their own skin. They're confident in their body. The next one is being, which means spirituality. And everyone is spiritual in one way or another. And so successful people often are successful in their spirituality and their being. Another one is balance. And that has to do with relationships. They have strong relationships. They know how to relate to people. And the next one is business. They are strong in the business entrepreneurship aspect. And so those are the 4 categories of success that I want to talk about, and how we're going to build our system and why we want to build our system of life and business on these 4 principles. And so consider that unless you're ahead in these areas and in your industry, you aren't going to get that prize. We want to win by a nose. We want to get that prize. We want to be a few steps ahead. And so I wanted to present this system to you. I've been learning from Satema Gali Jr., who is an amazing mentor. He's been through a lot in his life. He's a former NFL Super Bowl winner. He has been a top sales consultant. He's gone from the very bottom to the very top. And he is the one that has come up with this system. And I'm getting some reverb on me. So if you could make sure you're all muted, that would be awesome. Okay. Sorry, one second. All right, I think we got it. Sorry about that. So this system is his, and I have been learning from him and also working with whom I also call my mentor. Her name's Josie Hansen. She's an It Works distributor. And somehow I lost the chat box, so I'm sorry about that. on mine, so I can't see those. But she's an It Works distributor who has really plugged into this system as well, and a lot of other top leaders like Amber Parker, top 50 earner, she plugs into this system as well. So I wanted to present for your consideration, for you and our team, something called Core 4. And we want to look at our lives in 4 different compartments, 4 different areas. That's why we call it Core 4, keeps us focused. And those things are body, being, balance, and business, which is what I talked about earlier, successful people. They have strength and success in all those qualities. So now I am going to show you what Core 4 actually is, and hopefully that can explain better. Sorry, this is kind of a big whiteboard. I just bought it today. I was kind of excited about it. So the basis behind Core 4 is that small, simple, real things every day is what's going to give you success, power, balance, everything in your life, and you have to have them in all 4 areas. So, sorry if that's backwards. It looks backwards to me. Sorry about that. So, Core 4. This is Core 4 right here. The 4 areas that I just introduced you to briefly: body, being, balance, and business. These are our Core 4 that we want to focus on, small and simple things, so we can get real, radical, successful results. Can you guys, hopefully you can see that. By these small things that we're going to do in these 4 areas is where you're going to find the success. It's where you're going to grow and change. And there's a principle and a scripture that says, by small and simple things, great things come to pass. And I truly believe that. And this is focusing on not taking on too much so we don't burn ourselves out, we don't feel stressed. And now, then we're able to develop ourselves as a leader, as a mentor, as a person. So this is forming habits. So in each of these 4 areas, body, being, balance, and business, we want to have an outcome. And by outcome, I say goal. So I'm going to write outcome up here so that you know. It's a goal that you want to be right outside your comfort zone but still attainable. I'm all about dreaming big, which is awesome. Dream big, but make sure you have these outcomes that you're still going to be able to attain so that you don't feel depressed if you don't reach it when you want to reach it. So I'm going to explain to you how to use Core 4 in your daily life, and this is all, again, about simplicity and consistency. So for each of these categories, you have your goal and your outcome. That we're going to put a time frame on is 90 days, which is what we tried doing before, but this is going to make it a little more clear. A 90-day outcome. To get to that outcome, you need to do those small things daily. And you're going to track it. You're going to be accountable for these small things daily because you want to form those habits that are going to make you successful. So the first category, body. This could be you want to run a half marathon or something crazy like that. For me, that's not the case. My body is not physically able to do that right now. So my 90-day outcome is to have, I'm just going to write it for you so you can see, healthy levels in my body. That's my 90-day outcome for body. So what am I going to do daily to reach that? I will show you. In each category, for example, body, there are 2 different aspects. I'm going to spell it wrong. Exercise and nutrition. Now, why would these be important? Why would these be important to us? They're important because, first of all, if your body and your nutrition is not right, how would that affect every other aspect of your life? Um, you, I will give you an example. The other day I was doing my Core 4, and I was having the worst day ever, okay? Like, I was ornery. I didn't even get Core 4. Like, I didn't do any of it. And I thought back, why did this happen? And do you know why for me? I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I didn't take my supplements. So for me, my supplements under nutrition, taking my supplements and my greens, those are what is going to, so for you, it's as simple as that. Take your greens and your supplements. How much farther ahead would you be in life if you were healthy like that? Organic servings of fruits and vegetables, how much farther ahead are you going to be than everybody else? Exercise can be at your discretion whenever you want to do. And how do you track this? Daily, like we said, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully you guys can see that. So each category is worth a point, a half a point, I guess. This is how you become accountable and be successful in your life. So each category is worth a half a point. So every day you can get a point in each category. That is how that point system works. And I want you to consider this. As you are consistent with things, how are people going to see you? If you're taking your greens daily, how are they going to see you? They're going to see you as a consistent person who is serious. And that's just kind of silly to think about, that your body can affect your life so much, but it does. So let's see. So I guess we'll move on to the next one. So every category is worth a total of 7 points at the end of the week. The next category is being, which means spirituality. There are two components for this. There's the study, and then there's the meditation. Now, again, you need to have your outcome for being, and it needs to be clear. And I want to do one-on-ones with you all so that you can see this. And so this one is a little bit hard for me. Meditation, I didn't even know what that was until last week. And then when I learned it, I was like, that's dumb. I don't want to do it. But I can tell you that this has changed my life and my business and my relationships. Meditation, we're going to have a training on that, and I'll go into it in more detail. So every day, take 3 minutes to meditate. The study, you can study scriptures. If you're not religious, which we all are not religious, and that's okay, but you have to take the time to cultivate this. Core 4 and balancing your life and success does not work unless you do all of them. And I guarantee you, if you miss that, you will see what it does and how it affects you. So there's a spirituality in everyone, in all of us. If you feel like you're not religious, that's fine. But you need to take the time to read personal development books, different things like that, and study and bring out that spiritual aspect of you. That's very important. So the same thing applies here. Once you pick how you're going to go to those daily, you track it. You become accountable. You're clear about what you want on a daily basis. Can you see that? I don't even know. Okay. I'm getting tons of messages. I am so sorry if you guys can hear all that here. Okay. All right. We're going to move on to the next category. Balance. Like I said, balance means relationships. And this one is a very, very easy one to do. You're going to focus on 2 relationships. Now, if you're married or you're in a serious relationship or have a significant other, the relationship number 1 is easy. It's your spouse, your significant other. If you're not, family member, best friend, something like that will do. And then your next relationship that you want to focus on is just relationship number 2. For me, it's my daughter. for you, it can be anything you want. So this one is so simple. I hope you guys are not overwhelmed right now. It's easier than you think. This is just appreciation messages daily. So for my husband, who's on the call right now, I would say, I appreciate you and I honor you for, or I appreciate that you took the time to do the dishes today. That is all that you have to do. Now, why would this be important in your life and in your business? Why do you think? Soon people are going to expect stuff like that from you because you're starting to view other people in light and positivity. And this automatically makes you have a better attitude towards life and other people. It's the law of attraction. If you're clear on what you want, if you focus on the positives, that stuff's going to come to you automatically. That is what the law of attraction is. That goes for anything in this. If you're clear about what you're doing and make it simple, and that you're accountable, things are going to come to you. So again, how is this going to affect your business? How would this affect your business? Appreciation for others? You betcha that would affect your business. We're in the people business. We're in the people business, you guys. Doing this is going to grow your capacity to love and care about others, which is so important in this business. It's also important in your body because you need to love and appreciate your body, or how are you going to do the rest? Your being, you need to love and appreciate a higher power, that a higher power is guiding you, because without that, where would you be on any of these? I hope you guys are seeing how this is all related and that it's not overwhelming. These are simple things. The only reason we have these point system is to keep ourselves accountable. So at the end of the week, we can see that where we are weak and where we need to work on. Now, going towards business, which is, I'm sure, what you guys are like dying to know about, right? Because this is an It Works call, right? This one can be hard because I feel like we have these huge aspirations, which we should, but then when we don't reach them, it's like we go like this. Am I right? Can you see that? When we don't reach our goals, we feel down on ourselves because we were not specific enough, we weren't simple enough, we weren't doing simple things daily to form a habit. We get impatient, and I know in this business there's a lot of hype about being presidential diamond like next month. Well, in all reality, that probably won't happen. Not that it isn't possible, but it takes time to build a successful business and to do it right. Because along the way, you need to work on all aspects of our life. So I'm sorry if this marker's different. I just dropped my other one, so I grabbed another one. So this is how we keep our business simple. 2 categories. We study and we execute. Now, by study, what do I mean? I mean personal development, network marketing books, anything like that that is going to get your mind right so that you're able to learn about and focus on your business. It doesn't need to be 1,000,000 times or 1,000,000 minutes a day. As long as you're getting something out of it daily that you can then execute and apply, that can be a post, that can be something that you learned, that can be how the product helped you that day. As long as you are executing what you're learning in the business daily, simple, 1 post a day. Doesn't need to be 50 posts a day. People are going to see 1 post a day, oh, she is really learning that the greens are helping her have more energy. Holy cow, I want the greens. Does that make sense? Like, it's just those simple things that you do, and as soon as you do all these, give yourself some points for it. As soon as you send an appreciation message off to your boyfriend, 0.5, good job, you gotta have a point. It's that easy. You just are accountable for what you're doing. posting on Facebook is huge, you guys, and our team has had a lot of success with that. So what would happen if people saw you, I'm going to use a different color, hopefully you can see it, saw you being accountable with your body. In 90 days, I'm going to have healthy and optimal levels in my body. Look at me drink my greens. That's helping me do that. Spirituality, something, meditation, something that you've learned. Show people that you're doing that. Be accountable. Have clear outcomes. Balance. Appreciate your relationships, no matter what they are. People see that, they're going to be drawn to you because they want to be appreciated too, right? The next one, business. If you're studying and then applying what you learn in this business, whether that be personal development or specific network marketing or It Works things, people are going to see that. Law of attraction, you guys. That's what it is. Law of attraction. And I've been doing Core 4 for about 2 weeks. And if you can see my husband on the call, he's the good-looking guy in the hat that just, he can like smile or something, okay? I hope that he can, if he will like thumbs up or nod his head or whatever. Has this changed the way I view things? Like, for real. When I am he's nodding so. When I am so consistent and accountable in these small things that I am doing, it makes a difference. And that is why I'm excited about it. And I think that oftentimes in network marketing, we feel like we have to beat everybody by laps and crazy things like that so that we can be a presidential diamond or an ambassador diamond or a black diamond or even a diamond. That is not going to produce the results that you want. I guarantee it. Satema talks about this. If I can erase it up here. He calls it SSSS. Can you see that? There it is, right there. Yeah, I need another pen. What am I doing? SSSS. Small, simple, swinging, singles. What do I mean by that? What does he mean by that? Here's a baseball analogy for you. It ties into what we just talked about. You hit a single, you get on first base. If you hit another single, you get on second base, and now you have someone on first and second. You hit another single, now your bases are loaded. What happens when you continue to hit singles? Home run every single time. Because you were consistent and you hit singles. You did these simple steps to reach your home runs. I can testify that this works. This is not as overwhelming as it looks. It is so simple. But when you are clear and you're honest with yourself and with other people, you are going to see your home runs happen again and again. The most important thing to remember is that if you break it down simply, you will not burn out. Does that make sense? This was a hard one for me. I felt like I was being so overwhelmed with so many things. My team's growing huge. We're moving. Lexi and all of her stuff that she's got, everything. As soon as I broke it down, this is what I want in my body. This is what I want with my being. This is what I want with my balance. And this is what I want with my business. And then I figured out what I needed to do daily. Simple. I am much less crazy. And I am not, if you can see my husband, he's nodding his head and smiling. It's true. This little thing right here, being accountable, this is what's going to put you across that finish line, and you're going to win the prize there. Okay? This is all about ourselves. no one can do this business but you. We have the support from our team and other leaders. But this is something that I've realized. I don't know what's going on with that, but sorry if that you can hear that. I was a little bit bitter. I have been a little bit bitter with this business because I've received no help from my uplines at all. Everything I've done by myself, and I was bitter about that. But now, looking back, I am so glad that I did it myself because now I know no one can do it for me. This is all about discovering yourself, discovering who you are and where you want your body, your being, your balance, and your business to be. And as soon as you're clear about that and honest with you, you know what you can do to achieve it and attaining this. And if you are not doing it, you lack power in those areas, and they all spill over towards each other. And so I have a challenge for you guys. I want you to consider trying this in your life, because I want people on my team that are not just successful in their business. I want people on my team that are committed and successful in all aspects of their life, because it all affects everything. Everything affects everything. With that point system, like I said before, you're able to see where you need to work. For me, I need to work on my body section. Be more consistent. That's an easy one to see. When it's written out, you can see exactly what you need to do. So my challenge to you is consider trying this with me. I want to do one-on-ones with every single one of you, help you come up with your outcomes, why you want that to be your outcome, and come up with your daily things that you're going to do, your singles that you're going to hit every day so that you can achieve that outcome. So work with me, create your core 4, and 1 week from today, Monday, I want us all to be committed to start this and try it out and just see how you feel. Because I have been blown away. This is something big that I have been searching for. This is something big. It's going to give us direction. Direction in life. Direction in our business. So, team system, do what is required. Do your core 4. Participate in these weekly things. You know, run your auto ship. Do whatever it takes, because I guarantee you it's going to be worth it. And so there is hopefully a somewhat understanding of the exciting things that I've been trying to do, and I hope that I conveyed a message to you tonight that success, power, and balance is possible, and it's possible in all aspects of your life if you're willing to do the work. And I was thinking lately, we learn a lot of things in life, don't we? We watch a lot of videos about how to be an It Works distributor. We do a lot of tasks. We wake up every day. We take our kids to school. We do a lot. We learn how to do a lot. But what is it if we don't do anything with the stuff that we learn? If we don't apply the things that we learn, we are never going to change. We are never going to change our body. We're never going to change our being. We're never going to change our balance, and we're never going to change our business if we do not apply daily the things that we learn. So that is the end of the call, or the webinar. This is recorded. I hope that something I said maybe stuck with you. And then I will talk to you all later, and I love you all, and I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving, and we will see you all later. Bye.